Today, we're going to count down the top 5 bizarre facts that will leave you amazed. These are facts that are so strange and surprising that you might not believe them at first, but they are all true and verified. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Starting with number 5, you typically only breathe out of one nostril at a time. You might think that your nostrils share the workload when it comes to taking in oxygen. And while they do, it's not quite in the way that you might expect. Instead of both taking in the same amount of air when you breathe, you actually inhale most of your oxygen through one nostril at a time. Every few hours, the active nostril will take a break and the other one will take over until they ultimately switch back again. This is called the nasal cycle, and it helps regulate the airflow and humidity in your nose. You can test this for yourself by plugging one nostril and breathing through the other, then switching sides. You'll notice that one nostril feels more open than the other. Number 4, apples, peaches, and raspberries are all members of the rose family. When you think of roses, you probably think of beautiful flowers with a sweet fragrance and thorny stems. But did you know that some of the fruits you eat are also related to roses? That's right, apples, peaches, raspberries, cherries, strawberries, pears, plums, apricots, almonds, and many more are all members of the rose family. These fruits have a common ancestor with roses that dates back millions of years ago. They share some characteristics with roses, such as having 5 petals and producing a fleshy fruit called a drupe or a pome. So next time you bite into an apple or a peach, remember that you're eating a cousin of the rose. Number 3, snakes can help predict earthquakes. Snakes are often feared and hated by many people, but they might actually be useful for something other than scaring us. Snakes can help predict earthquakes by sensing them before they happen. Snakes have very sensitive organs that can detect vibrations and changes in temperature and pressure. They can sense a coming earthquake from 75 miles away, up to 5 days before it happens. When they feel an earthquake approaching, they behave strangely and try to escape their burrows or hideouts. Some people in China have used this as a warning sign to evaluate before a disaster strikes. Number 2, a French general gave John Quincy Adams a pet alligator. John Quincy Adams was the 6th president of the United States and one of the founding fathers of the country. He was also a diplomat, a lawyer, a senator, and a secretary of state. But did you know that he also had a pet alligator? Yes, you heard that right, a pet alligator. This unusual gift was given to him by a French general named Marquis de Lafayette, who was a friend and ally of the American Revolution. Adams kept the alligator in one of the White House bathtubs and enjoyed showing it off to his guests. He even let some of them touch it or hold it in their arms. Imagine how shocked they must have been. Number 1, the hand and footprints in front of Los Angeles' Chinese theater tradition started accidentally when silent film actress Norma Talmadge stepped on wet cement. The Chinese theater in Hollywood is famous for its collection of handprints and footprints of celebrities on its forecourt. Millions of tourists visit this landmark every year to see the impressions of stars like Marilyn Monroe, Tom Hanks, Johnny Depp, and many more. But how did this tradition start? Well, it was actually an accident. In 1927, silent film actress Norma Talmadge was invited to the premiere of Cecil B. DeMille's film The King of Kings at the newly opened theater. As she walked on the sidewalk, she accidentally stepped on some wet cement and left her footprints behind. The theater owner Sid Grumman saw this as an opportunity to attract more visitors and asked other actors to do the same, and thus began one of Hollywood's most iconic traditions. And there you have it. We hope you enjoyed this video and learned something new today. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more videos like this. Also, don't forget to share your thoughts and comments below. Thanks for watching and see you next time.